Awesome.
Hey, I feel like the best out of my city.
Yeah, we
back.
back.
Like the best out of my city.
On the Papa Show with the Joker. Y'all know what it is.
Hey, look, I feel like the best out of my city. Test me in this party like a candle, it get litty. I come from a place where niggas killin', show no pity. Cause I said them niggas ain't 100, give them 50, told them chill out. Don't care if niggas hate me cause I'm winning. I look up to God and ask him why I keep on sinning. Y'all know how I rock, know I've been real since the beginning. Tired of you niggas that be frontin', I've been trying to fish the real out. I feel like the best out of my city, no contesting it. Ain't no place for pussies, you get right or you get left with it. Got no time for niggas tryna talk my head to deficit. Got no time for beef, I'm smoking, put his ass to rest and shit. I watch out for snakes, I'm from the garden. Where we play with rockets off the cool, but we ain't hardin'. Hey, look, please just let me be, don't get me started. Nike, I just do it with this rap shit, I'm the hardest. Hey, look, I feel like a champion, not a lot to handle this. Any nigga playing like he tough, we gon' dismantle him. See just how I'm managing, opposition panicking. Niggas in my phone, I be too busy, I ain't answering. I done went and really got my bands up. All I see is niggas that be sitting with their hands up. Hey, look, I done went and really got my bands up. All I see is niggas that be sitting with their hands up. Hey, look, cause I feel like the best out of my city. Test me in this party like a candle, we get lit. I come from a place where niggas killin', show no pity. Cause I said them niggas ain't 100, give them 50, told them chill out. Don't care if niggas hate me cause I'm winning. I look up to God and ask him why I keep on sinning. Y'all know how I rock, know I've been real since the beginning. Tired of you niggas that be frontin', I've been trying to fish the real out. Niggas tryna beef the side of jealousy, probably cause they know that they ain't never getting next to me. Ay, just know you gon' fail, you get to testing me. Only hit my phone if it's about the bread especially. Ay, look, I've been tryna take off on these niggas, ain't no catching up. Cause I said it's beef to hit his phone cause he gon' wet him up. I come from the bottom of the barrel, now I'm stepping up. Took my time to plan out all my moves, now watch me level up. I done swear I made my own path with this shit. The niggas want a buck, but I'm gon' last in this shit. And this for all you niggas that was laughing and shit. When I said it, I'ma treat it like my passion and shit.
It's for all the niggas that was laughing and shit.
Play with rockets off the court like we was hardin'. Ay, look, I look out for snakes, I'm from the garden. Where we play with rockets off the court like we was hardin'. Look, I feel like the best out of my city. Test me in this party like a candle, it get litty. I come from a place where niggas killin', show no pity. Cause I said them niggas ain't 100, give them 50, told them chill out. Don't care if niggas hate me cause I'm winning. I look up to God and ask him why I keep on sinning. Y'all know how I rock, know I've been real since the beginning. Tired of you niggas that be frontin', I've been trying to fish the real out.
Yeah. Go ahead and send this right now. No doubt. Rough Riders in the building, what's going on? Low King Brave, what's going on? Share this right now on your Facebook page. I guess I know that we live with the legendary female battle MC, nominated for Battle of the Year. Yeah, Boogie BLU. Yeah, man, y'all got to share. This is gonna be a good conversation. We're gonna have a good time. We're going to do what it do right here live and direct, man. Appreciate everybody tuned in right now on the Pop-Up Show with the Joker. Y'all know what it is, the 716 Music Awards edition. We have the legendary, talented Boogie BLU. What's going on, sis?
What's going on? Thank you for having me so much.
Yes, man. We're gonna have a lot of time. We're gonna talk about so much things today. We're gonna definitely get it in. But those who don't know who you are, you know, to give a little bit of something about who you are and what you do and all that good stuff, just in case they don't know, you know. So we might got some people that don't even know what's going on.
Yes. I'm your girl, Boogie BLU. I'm the first official female battle rapper of Buffalo, New York. I am a mom. I'm a wife. I make music. I write. I'm getting into acting. So, you know, I'm a little lit or whatever.
Yeah. I see you always grinding. You working.
Thank you.
I see the grind. I see everything popping up on the feeds and all that. I see you working. I've been checking out a couple of the battles and a couple of the music videos and the music. It's just very inspiring. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
What get you involved to do all this stuff? What gives you so much energy to do this?
Honestly, I just always felt like I'm an entertainer. And people don't really understand the difference between like entertainment and like these images that we make, right? So like even from a young age, like I always just been an entertainer. But my brother, actually, my younger brother, shout out to Dylan XL, he used to actually be a host on 716 Live. One of the best to do it. Him and Michelle Visa. But you know, he called me one day and he was like, I had just started rapping, and he was like, nah, he was like, these girls be battle rapping. And at the time I knew about like Smack, like, you know, the tapes and stuff, but I wasn't really into it. Right. And once he showed me Miss Hustle and QB, I was like, oh, I gotta do it. And I've always been like that. I've always been a hustler, but like I be trying to stay out of the streets because it's not really something that you could talk about. I like to bring light to stuff. I like to, like, you know, challenge myself. So I never stay stagnant. That's also happens to be my downfall because I get into so many things. It never seems like I'm really consistent in one lane.
Right. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, you definitely creative with it. I'm definitely listening to the art of what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? How do you prepare yourself for a battle? I know everybody got different ways of doing things. I didn't view 2 more battle MCs that's also in the category already, and they also had a different way how they get ready. What is your way to getting ready for a battle? What's your exercise? What's your formula to really get ready for a battle?
It really depends because then, like, for instance, so you really have in my opinion, you really have 2 type of battles. You have the grudge match battles that's based on like storyline and stuff like that. And then you just have pin workouts. Pin workouts is really not about my opponent. It's really about me. Like, you know, I don't really know much about you. I don't really have beef with you. I'm not in the lane of creating fake beef. And normally, like, if the person doesn't really say too much, or like if they promo isn't really like down talking me too bad, it's really just about my head. Now, once it becomes a grudge match, I think that just going over like self-reflection, if it's a grudge match, I seem to do better with those because it's about audacity. Like, you really think that you could fuck with me? Like, you honestly think that? Like, so for me, I like to seclude myself. I like to watch my old battles first to see where like my weaknesses are, and then I like to watch the person who I'm battling until I'm sick of them. So that's a little bit of my process.
Okay, no doubt. Shout out to Deep Money USA tuned in on the YouTube side.
You.
Yeah, share that. Y'all go ahead and share that on the YouTube too. Make sure y'all go ahead and like, share on whatever YouTube is on. I'm on 2 different YouTube platforms right now, so appreciate y'all tuning in. D Money in the house, no doubt. We here with the legendary Boogie Blue, the battle MC who's nominated for Battle Rapper of the Year at the 716 Music Awards 2023. When you found out you got nominated, what was the emotion about? How did you feel?
Okay. Although I appreciate everybody who nominated me, I appreciated being nominated. I also recognize that I personally do not feel like I did enough work last year to be nominated. Now, this is one thing that I will say about the list. I appreciate Abby, D'Amica, the whole 716 Awards for including us, because last year they did their first year and they didn't even have a battle rap category. And then this year, I know myself and a few other people inquired about it. And then this year we actually had it. Now, one thing that I will say is, because I see that list got a lot of backlash. However, what our battle rap community is so used to doing is y'all rather complain instead of being a part of fixing the issue. Now, these people don't know anything about battle rap. Buffalo didn't even have a battle rap scene until almost 2 years ago now. And it's like, okay, we're finally included. So most of the people on the list, I do feel like were nominated, including myself, just off of fan base and promotion. I do also feel like there are the 2 main people who I feel should have been nominated, which is Casino C's and Unlimited Bars. They did make the list. So my reservation about everybody complaining about it is, instead of complaining about it, we know that C's and UB had a phenomenal year. There's other battlers that should have been mentioned and were not. However, they also weren't as active in the city. So if we're talking about a list that was put out to the general population, they're probably not going to be as familiar with the people who performed outside so much, you know. So I do feel like what we should do is, out of the options that we do have, pick the best option, show
Right.
up to the event, and then earn a seat next year. So then that way we can actually, because as of right now, we don't even know how it's being picked. It could just be
Right.
somebody that likes somebody, and then they might just pull their name out and be like, well, because I like him, or because I like her, because they're cute, we're gonna go with that person, and not really knowing the hard work that goes into this. I even received a lot of backlash, even with my name just being on the list. But what people have to understand is, whether I won battles, choked, lost battles, whatever the case may be, people were used to seeing me. I was very active in the culture. Not only was I battling, I was interviewing artists. I was, outside a lot. So that's probably what led to my nomination. So although I'm very excited to have been nominated and people recognizing my work, I do want my fan base to know that I am voting for Casino C's based on everything that he did last year. So if you're voting for me, a vote for me will be to vote for C's, and I appreciate that as well.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, it's definitely it's a lane and it's a community when it comes to certain things. I had me and our DJ Apollo talked about communities of different music because of this platform, because of the internet, because of social media. And I know this, but before social media, I mean, you talked about this a little bit off of the podcast behind stage, where we talked about how back in the day we only had two different communities. You could sign or underground. That was it. It wasn't really no other type of community going on in the music world, in radio world, or anything else that was going on before the social media came. So since social media came, and also the pandemic made a big difference on building different communities or different things. Not just music, clothing lines, to people actually being creative and stuff like that. So that's why I understand a lot what you're talking about. And it's getting to a point now that even me as a podcaster and radio personality, I'm dipping into the community more to learn and educate, and so I can be on point on not just the skill of a battle MC, but the community of your fellow peers in the game, the fan base, and the leagues. So I'm learning too because of social media. So
and
for me to say,
I just want to interject really quick and say I appreciate that, because a lot of the times people come or they take parts of the of our community, or they come and they add their input, but they don't do no real research. So it's like, for instance, we have a problem up here. I'm not going to lie. We have a problem up here reusing bars and giving artists credit because the bars were nice. Now, my problem with that is that I can't always, I've been in battle rap so long and I've been a scholar of it for so long that I'm really bad at recalling what battle it was, who versed who. But I know if I heard a bar before. So, because we're so behind in everything, fashion, everything, a lot of the times, especially with newer people who haven't been around with the league, whoever wants smoke from day one, newer people come and they give their opinion or what they think is correct on the battle, but it's not based off of facts. It's based off of usually stuff like biasness, if you like a person or not, if they're funny or not. And it takes away from the real lyricism of it, because people fail to realize is, yeah, you can be funny. Yeah, you can be cute. Yeah, you can be this. But at the end of the day, lyricism will always win. And you can just test that theory by going through any battle where actual lyricists battle somebody else. And 9 times out of 10, if you go through a bar count, the lyricist will always win. Because that's where this sport is rooted in, bars.
I noticed this too. Watching a couple battles, I've been watching the URLs and the different battle stuff that pop up on my feeds all the time, because I've been, like I said, I've just now, I say about a good year ago, just now getting in the community and learning more about it. And I've noticed, and I'm seeing if you recognize this on certain battles, in certain battle leagues. Do you think that it's all about who have the most fans, or they actually listening to the bars?
So I want to say it's a mix of both. So for example, shout out to, so I have 2 home leagues. She Goes Hard, heavy on the ES. Shout out to the Donettes. Because I was with I started out with Boss Chick Battle League, and that didn't. And when that fizzled out, I went to She Goes Hard. And one thing I can say about She Goes Hard is, I'm not gonna lie, every so often you might get some people that gas people like a little bit, but normally even if you compare those gas bars, they're still hard compared to some of the lower level rappers, right? So every so often it is about fan base, but like for instance, if you're battling somebody like a Gwitty, right? Like I had a great performance versus Gwitty. A lot of people say I won that battle, but you cannot beat Gwitty's fan base. You just can't. And they will let you know. Like Gwitty's fan base is so loyal. They will let you know. I'm just here for Gwitty. That's it. Like I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm just here for him. That's it.
I respect that.
Yeah. So you have those. You have. It really depends on the battle. Each battle is different. You can't base this crowd based on the last crowd that was there. You really can't even worry about that. You just gotta make sure that your shit adds up, and that's the importance of replay value. Because if you make sure that regardless of who you're battling, their fan base, if you make sure that your bars are intact, if you make sure that your performance is intact, years go by, right, and people keep watching it. That's the importance of replay value compared to like a boring battle. Years go by, people keep watching it, and they like, yo, I just caught this. Oh, well, maybe such and such didn't win because of this, And I like to bathe myself in bars. You know what I'm saying? Like I like for my main thing is to be bars. Like you could question me on everything else, work ethic, whatever you want, but you cannot say I don't have bars unless you're a hater. Then it is what it is.
Right. Yeah, because I've seen that a lot. I've seen that people had a fan base where they have a little entourage right behind them, and that's for the support. And I salute to that all day. Awesome. But when it comes to the art of it, that's the thing that I talked with Telly about this, and a couple other people that was nominated too. That be honest with the talent and the art of it. That's the thing. That's the same thing with any other a lane of music, especially in the hip hop culture. You know what I mean? Like, everybody know that, like M Nice. Everybody know M Nice. Mm-hmm. But in some situations, when he'll reply to a diss, or a battle, whatever it may be, and they still give that clout to M because they're M fan, but really listen to the art of it first. And I think that's the only thing I see is taken away a little bit from the culture, just a little bit. You know what I mean?
I kind of blame that a little bit on the artist because, like, for instance, right? I can only use myself as an example because I know, Yeah. But like, for instance, when my fam, like, if I have an entourage, I like to have that pep talk with them. React to bars that's fire. Don't overgas me. You know what I'm saying? Don't get mad if they say something about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got this. Just trust me enough to know that I got us. And, don't ruin the battle, because at the end of the day, none of this shit is real. Like, people like to act, like, put on these, everybody want to be tough. Nobody wants to admit to losing a battle. Nobody wants to seem, vulnerable, but we're all human at the end of the day. Everybody has a vulnerability. So, like, I really blame that. Your fan base is only going to react how you react. You know what I'm saying? I like to keep it real. So, like, my fan base keep it real with me. Like, if they feel like I lost a battle, they gonna tell me. If they feel like, I could have went harder, they're gonna tell me. They're not gonna overreact. But I see a lot of times where nobody in the room is reacting but your entourage, and then people will feel good with that, running away and saying, well, the crowd was going crazy. No, the 6 people in the back of you were going crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and to an extent, like, they're supposed to a little bit, but not to the point where it's ruining the battle.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. No doubt. Yeah. And another thing too that I want to get involved in, I don't know if you really paid attention to, like, the battles back in the day, in the 90s. I could probably go 80s. I know what you're doing. You a 90s baby, 80s baby?
90s baby.
90s baby. So,
early 90s. So I could have been the 80s, but
Yeah. But the battles back in the day, because I was a battle MC, but I was a different form of a battle MC. We always battled always in song form. I see the new age battles now. Smack really brought something to the table. I used to work at a CD store and a DVD stores down south, and that's when I really got into like the battle leagues was forming, and Smack was the first DVD magazine that I've seen, and I see it was more like a poetry type of battle with a splash of hip hop, and it really brung something. And so that was different. When I was a battle MC back in the day in the 90s, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, I battled all the way until probably 2000 or something, maybe, before I really knew how the leads changed. But we did it in a song. And
so they have like
go ahead.
They have like Verbal Warzone, which shout out to Ill with it. She's another MC female. She's actually the second official female battle MC from Buffalo. She was holding down Verbal Warzone for a while. Shout out to Nadia Ali, my other sis, but she's not from here. But she was holding down Verbal Warzone for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And I think Telly is over there right now, getting his main buzz from Verbal Warzone as well. I think Verbal Warzone is actually where I first got my first 10,000 views. So it's like, you know, it's still there, but I do feel that battling acapella is harder. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel like Verbal Warzone doesn't get, it's respected, but I don't feel like battling on the beat gets as much respect as it's supposed to. Like there's plenty of times that I like somebody will say something and I'll be like, oh well, there's Verbal Warzone, and they're like, oh well, that's just Verbal Warzone. Like it don't matter. Like how doesn't that matter? But I will say this though.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah, but like I will say this, with battling on the beat, right? Mm-hmm. There can be a sound within the song that can be a bar. Like if you say, I don't know, and then I heard a sound like, and then it's a gunshot in the background, right? Now that gunshot that's a part of the beat is actually a part of your bar. You don't have that with acapella. Every moment in acapella, you have to keep the crowd entertained. You have to keep them engaged. So there's nothing to be like, you know, just let the beat rock or let it play. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, with the beat is like, you have to stay on beat or whatever. But if you mess up, as long as the beat is a constant, you know, BPM, you can re-catch it. With acapella, just that couple of seconds of silenceness can lose you a battle. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely feel like battling acapella is harder than battling on the beat. I feel like battling on the beat is more fun than battling acapella.
Yeah, we used to do acapella, but it was still like a song form. But it was like, and plus 90% of the rhymes that we was battling back then was off top of the dome. In the head, but then you had your bar that you used, or you had your 16 that you had to where that was your victory. Because you know, when I was battling, I always had my victory, and I always had my opening, and I always had my middle one that might keep me going if I choke the other artist out to where he's not, you know, coming back with nothing. So that was my strategy in battling. But if somebody that came lyrical, it came at me all the time, then I go top of the head and I can Joni what he wearing and what his girl look like and all that. You know what I mean? That was my strategy. That's how
now freestyling is like a tool. Like I think that's the biggest, because you know sometimes people compare like old school battling to new school battling, but it's like you can't just get up there and just freestyle unless it's either like a rebuttal, or unless you just know this person is like well beneath your talent level. But the thing is, picture freestyling against somebody who studied you and all your social medias for 2 months.
Yeah. It was.
And you talking about I just seen a rat. I'ma kill this cat. Like Cat in the Hat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that is going to be you're gonna die. Like you're gonna die.
I was that's how I just do it. I used to you know, because you know everybody knew that I was 3 things on the streets of Buffalo. That I was homeless. You know, people knew that I played ball. You know, that was number one. They knew that I was good on the court. I was nice on the court. You know, even the heavy hitters that really had a name for themselves in the ball and the street balling, I even earned my respect in that level playing basketball in Buffalo. So it's like I had that. Then I was drawn. I was always an artist. So that was another battle. We used to always battle on that. Like, you know, we used to do the graffiti. And that's how the East Side got tagged up the way it is now, because we used to battle on tagging.
Wait, what's the statute of limitations? I don't want to be a part of no confession.
right. So, you know, I did that. But then the battle and me battling, people knew that I rhymed. So they was like, every time after a basketball game or I won a basketball game, they used to always come up. I know somebody that can spit better than you. I'm saying, man, put your money where your mouth is. I'm here to eat. I'm homeless. I'm gonna get that pizza.
I know that's right.
That ice cold Pepsi. You know what I mean? I want to get my 40 for the night. I want to get my bag of trees to smoke.
Subs when it was like $6-7.
Yeah, right. You know, I want to get me tonight. You know, I want to get me. You know what I'm saying? A box of condoms. I might get something tonight. You know what I mean?
Right.
I need this. I need this bread. So what you got? Who you gonna bring to the table? Who can rhyme better than me in your block?
Hello, that part.
I wanted all the smoke at that time before it was the word smoke. Understand me? So that was me. That was the 90s. I used to go to different neighborhoods. I mean, South Buffalo. I went to Cold Springs. I went to at Delaware Park. I used to kill them on the court and on the rhyming. So it was like that was the community of me that built the artistry who I am now today. You know, and then when it came to a professional format in battling, I never got into that lane yet. Nobody really. One person tried to get me to do something. See, I'm different now since I've been part of the machine for a long time. Those who know what the machine is, I was signed to a label for a long time. I was signed to Sony Universal in the 2000s. So once I got into the machine and learned different, my mindset was different. And, you know, I'm going to say it live here. You know, Gully got at me, you know what I mean, on a battle jump. He tried to get me into a battle and trying to challenge me because he heard a lot of things about me. Probably had a little situation going on.
Wait, you said Gully?
Yeah, he tried to, you know, he tried.
Whoever wants small gang, Big Four. Had to say that.
Yeah, he tried to. But I felt that at that time, his name wasn't buzzing for me to even respond. Because I was on a different lane, which I still am on.
Now, you guys were going to battle?
Yeah, he tried to. He did a freestyle.
Set the scene for me. About what year was this?
This was about 2 years. What was it, about 2020?
Oh, okay, so that's like right around the time he was looking to start the league, because the league is only about to be 2 years old. Shout out to us.
Yeah. He we cool now. You know, everything is squashed on a personal level, and I respect the art of what he got going on, and I support the art what he got going on. Also, you know, I'm never a hater. But you know that he went on Instagram and did that, but nobody responded because everybody knew who the Joker was. You know, and one person, I didn't see it till one person hit Kulu up, and Kulu hit me up and like, oh, you know what I'm saying, yo, you know, you got to get at you, and I heard it, and I'm like, okay, that's what's up. You know,
would you come outside now?
How?
Would you come outside now?
I'll come outside, but it didn't really spark me to respond. It wasn't strong enough for me because I'm different. So I could have responded to a record. I could have got a record. You know what I mean? And I tell people all the time, me being the type of MC I was, I'm a diss track MC, battle MC more than in the community. I wouldn't put myself in that community, not because I'm not strong enough or nice enough. That's just not my cup of tea when it comes to my lyricism, where I come from. That's all. But I respect the lead, and I respect what y'all do, and I support it 100%. I always share stuff and let people know and talk my little shiznicks at the barbershop. Like, y'all ain't know about Boogie Blue. She nice with you. Y'all better recognize her.
You're so funny. My little cousin called me Biggie Blue.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's like Biggie Blue, you know what I mean? So it's like, that's where I'm at with it. I'm gonna be honest with it. But when it comes to me responding to somebody, it's gonna be a diss track. It's gonna be a track where I'm gonna get paid off the muscle.
Okay.
That's where I'm at with it. So I
would love to see that. I would love to see you and a Gully. I mean, I don't know. Let me Let me shut up, because I say shit and I start shit.
Yeah, but no, I'm cool with it. But I'm a track battle MC. It's different. You got your battle MC. That shout out to Murder Mook, man. He salute to him from Harlem. You know what I mean? He really broke it down on he was on the what podcast he was on? The podcast dude from Chicago. I love his podcast. He's had Conway on there too. I forgot the name of it, but he had Murder Mook. Murder Mook broke it down too. Like, you have different levels of different types of tiers of this battle, diss track, whatever how you want to put it. He said, I could do the diss track movement, but he said my strong point is the leads and being a cappella and really at you wordplay and all that. And he broke down the tiers of that. And that he the first person in battle rap history to break that down. I salute him for that.
You're gonna have to send me that link. I don't think I caught that interview. You got to send me the link.
I see you link. Yeah, he was because I know he been doing a lot of interviews past month. Because I know he got a lot of big things going on. He got the new lead. Him and his brother got the new lead they trying to build, and he teamed up with Remy Ma, what they got going on, and so he's really involved into building his culture to the next level. So salute to his brother Rex and Murder Mook, man. Salute to them boys in Harlem. You know what I'm saying, and also Epiphany's involved in that same circle too. So it's like I can see things is going to the next level with it. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. I love to be a part of it and support it in other levels, but he really broke it down. He really broke it down to a T of different tiers of different levels of battling people, battle MCs. You know what I mean? Like, you got your Rakim who also can do that too, but he gonna give it to you in song form, but he also do it on track form. You know what I mean? L Cool J, same thing. He gonna give it to you on the freestyle song form. But he also goes to track.
Do you think that LL Cool J could survive in this era of battle rap?
It's really a different tier. So I'm in that type of tier. That's me. I'll come with a.
Do you think that LL Cool J could survive in this level?
Diss track type of thing, and that's always been my strong wave in the game. You know what I mean? So no doubt, we live right here on the Pop-Up Show with the Joker, with the legendary female MC out of Buffalo, Boogie BLU. Y'all can go ahead and follow her right there.
Question: do you think that LL Cool J could survive in this level of battle rap?
You know what I'm saying? Say it again.
I said, do you think that LL Cool J could survive in this era of battle rap?
Yeah, he's considered a battle MC himself, but it was, like I said, he was different in the 80s. Like, they did it on wax.
Right. So do you think, no politically correct, do you think that LL Cool J could survive? Because Cassidy outside. So do you think that LL Cool J could survive in this era of battle rap?
I think he's only a few that can go into y'all community and really be successful. There's only a few people in the game. Like the Cool G Raps. I believe LL Cool J can. I believe Cannabis can. I could believe Rakim can.
I think Cannabis, Rakim for sure.
Yeah, Jadakiss. I believe Jadakiss can be one that can go in the community and do his thing.
Jadakiss. I don't know. Jadakiss, I think he will be more successful on verbal. I don't know about acapella though.
Yeah, I think because he did his acapella thing in the verses.
I don't know, but see, that was still even like more so like a verbal, like on a beat type of thing. Like just like straight acapella.
I think he's strong enough. He's very strong to do that. I think he can transition very easy. Because he loves culture heavy. He's one of the strong points of MCing of all different tiers, man. I think ain't too many people in the game that can do that. I can't do that. I gotta be honest, I can't do that.
It is hard. It's hard.
It's a skill. That's actually what y'all doing is a different type of skill that you got to really understand. Like you said, do your research, study the game.
You gotta be focused. Like I'm telling you, like getting off of focus, even when it's like prep time and you have to memorize things, you can have anything. Like the biggest thing for me is if anything with my relationship goes off wire during my prep, I'm gonna probably have a bad battle. Because like it's nothing really that too much bothers me, but like I'm very focused on my husband and my kids. So it's like, you know, if me and him not good, or if I'm having trouble with one of my kids that I don't understand, my main focus is on that. So it's like I'm really not as focused on battling as I should be. So it's like, you know, now recently, actually, like recently within the past 2 months, I found out how to actually do it. But it was a point in time where it was just like, you know, I thought me and my husband was split, and so I'm like, oh my God, like this is like the end of the world for me on top of prepping for a battle. So it was just like, but that focus, you have to remain focused, and you have to commit to putting that above a lot of things.
And that's the thing I try to tell people. I had a debate one time, and then you know, I'm pretty sure you had these debates too. I had a debate with somebody. He was talking about battle MCs now. They do acapella. I think that's an easy form, Matt, than being an MC. Like, no, well, can you do it? Like, I you know what I'm saying? I'm like,
for anybody saying that, I challenge them. For anybody saying that, I challenge them to come up with 12-minute max material, fresh, never repeat a bar. Never. See, this is the thing. When you write a song, even a diss track, you can keep on replaying that, keep on saying that. It's the same words that don't change. In order for you to stay consistent in battle rap, you have to constantly come up with new, not only new, but innovative material that has never been heard before, that you created.
That's right.
You can't have a 10-4. You can't even have a bar that sounds similar to something else. So anybody that says that battling acapella is easy, anybody that says that battling acapella is easy, I challenge you to do 3 battles. 3 battles. And do not repeat anything. Don't steal anything. It all has to be hot. It got to be something that we never heard of. And you let me know how easy it is. Because, like I said, battling on a beat, you got a guide. There's no guide. When you sit down with that blank pad or that blank notebook, everything has to come out. See, a song, a beat can tell you the story that's on that beat, or what way you're supposed to go, because that's the way that the beat is going. If it's a fast beat, you can't get on there rapping slow. If it's a slow beat, you can't get on there rapping too fast. You have to follow that beat. With acapella, you have to create everything. You have to create the tone. You have to create the BPM. You have to create everything. So anybody saying that acapella is easy, I challenge you to 3 battles. I challenge you.
Right, the punchline. Yeah, you got to do you say create your own BPM, your punchline, your wordplay, your creativity.
And it can't be nothing repeated. It can't be nothing repeated. We could never hear this. This cannot be something that we've heard before, because it's so easy. So you should be able to do it.
You gotta have a performance with it too.
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's not even get into that. Like, you know, that happens to be like my strongest. Besides my bars, that's like my strongest suit. But like, let's not forget about that. You have to create all of this stuff, memorize it, and perform it flawlessly. So if you feel, anybody out there, if you feel that battling acapella is easy, I challenge you to a 3 battle challenge, and I dare you.
I had this ignorant debate. I call it an ignorant debate, and I'm like, you don't know the art form. You don't know the, you know, and me being an MC myself, I know where my strengths is, and I know what my weaknesses is as an MC, and that's one of them. You know what I'm saying? I've done acapella, but like I said, it was song. We always did song format type of flow. You know what I'm saying? So even on a freestyle, it had that same type of concept. Because it fits you. It's automatic because that's in you. I'm saying pause. So you know what I'm saying? So that was automatic. You didn't. You know what I mean? But when you do what you do, you got to train yourself to be automatic while you create. You know what I mean? That's the part they don't understand.
And the part that they don't understand is just because you think something is a hot bar, there's hundreds of battle rappers. Woody has over 150 battles. And you think that you're the first person to think of this?
Right. Of course. Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you also have to make sure that what you said that's so fire, nobody else said it. Because then otherwise, they're going to be saying that you steal bars, or that it's a 10-4, or that you're unoriginal. Or some of these bars that we craft, spend days on, you know what I'm saying? You would have thought was just simple. Like, okay, then sit down and do it. Like, this is the thing. A lot of people, especially these fans, they be getting on my... I love my fans to death. I love battle rap fans to death. But sometimes we battle rap cousins, right? I should be able to keep it real with y'all. Sometimes y'all be doing the fucking most. Y'all be talking and you know, activating situations or you know, making situations bigger than what they are, because you can't do it. And I understand not everybody can do everything. You may have things that you can do that I can't. But don't tell me about my craft. I'm not coming into 7-Eleven telling you how to work the register. So don't tell me what's easier, harder for me. Don't tell me how to do my job when you never had to do anything other than a script that was given to you. You get what I'm saying? Especially when it's like, you know, I've been owning my own business and working for myself for 4 years now. My husband as well. So it's not like I just have a clock-in job where I just go clock in. I might have a whole day to prep, but then for the next week, I might not, depending on what my company is doing. So it's like, you know, at the end of the day, please, like, if you just a battle rap fan, be a battle rap fan, please, because you can't do what I do.
Yeah,
and I appreciate y'all, but like, please.
Yeah, they put their wordplay, they put their word and 2 cents in certain things. And it's like, this is the art form we talking here. This is something that's been going on for a while, and people have been building on it. So, you know, and I respect it. Like you said, but in the beginning of the interview, you had said is you got to study the game. You got to study the community. You got to study, if you really, you know, like you said, be a fan, but if you want to, you know, learn about the community, be a part of the community.
Yes, but social media gave everybody a voice.
Watch all the battle leads, watch all the contestants, people that's on the card, pay attention. You know what I mean? Sit back.
But see, that's where, I'm not gonna lie, that's where I used to get a lot of backlash. I can honestly say, shout out to my battle rap cousins, the narrative is definitely changing about me. But like, you know, that's where I used to get a lot of backlash, because people used to feel like I was either biased, or they used to feel like I was, like, I don't know, I guess hating on them. But the thing is, like, I don't gotta hate on nobody. But the thing is this, though, when you have a broader battle rap education, you get what I'm saying, you'll be less impressed by certain things. You get what I'm saying? Like, for instance, if you've seen or heard, like, for instance, when people do a Blues Clues bar, right? Unless it's just absolutely tremendously fire, it does nothing for me. It don't do, because I didn't heard it so much. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's not even like, please, can we either get a new one or something? Can we do something? Oh, I think we lost the Joker. DJ, come here. Actually, Daddy, if you could give me my hookah and my hookah stuff. And if you're gonna be getting wet, take those shoes off, DJ, because they're gonna smell. I lost you for a minute. Tell him and a lighter for my purse might be upstairs.
But yeah, you know, we're gonna get into a commercial break real quick, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna get into conversations talking about the city of Buffalo, the history of hip hop in Buffalo, and you know, we're gonna talk a little bit about that, and we're gonna talk about a little bit of marketing too. So those who's tuned in, we're gonna come back to a commercial break for about a couple minutes. You know, we're gonna come right on back and do what it do with the legendary battle MC BOOGI BLU, no doubt, man. And appreciate you being on the platform and
most
all
definitely.
That. So we definitely gonna do what we do. Go ahead and do that and get my commercial thing going, so we can go ahead and let people know what 716 Live is all about on the new radio show. And we gonna definitely gonna do
my hookah stuff. I think my
I see me out here. 716 is live. Yo, shout out to 716 Live, man. Keep rocking on. You heard me? Yeah.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Vet Green. Listen, we are live right now on 716live.com radio. Make sure you are hitting us up for the morning show every Monday through Friday. That is right. 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right on 716live.com. Make sure you hit that radio button once you get there and give us a call, okay? Love ya.
Artists, y'all are being exposed right now. I have seen so many artists get blue checks that are not at a level where you have a strong fan base. You couldn't get verified through regular verification. And it's not a shot on whether you should be verified or not. It's a shot at the fact that y'all are paying for this verification and the things that I see that y'all will not pay $5 a month for. $9 a month more. That would be more impactful for your career. You don't want to pay for an email system to collect your fans' emails. You don't want to pay for an ongoing subscription to some type of education program. Like all these things that I keep seeing artists not pay for. But to get that little bit of perception, just a little bit of perception, that little fix, social proof. Artists are so addicted to social proof, whether it's I'm going to do bots just so I can get my views up, my streams up, or either I'm gonna pay for fake followers, or whether I'm gonna pay for this verification. I just wanna feel like I'm up. Being up is a whole nother story, but if I could feel like I'm up, I could work on getting up eventually. Like it's a weird thing, man.
Yeah, and to your point,
because they're trying to maximize revenue. Yeah. We don't care about just industry people and y'all's cloud, or if you're an artist and you look like you're a big deal. No, we just want as many people to pay for this thing as possible. Yeah. Period. Yeah. So I get it. But again, that will tarnish over time the current perception of what it is. And there's going to have to be something new that creates perception. Maybe followers and engagement start to matter more from perception standpoint. I don't know where that's going to transfer.
Platform that I got, the Underground Lounge. That's one of my mentors speaking on that blue check marketing and all that. We're going to talk a little bit about that with my sis right here, Boogie Blue, the battle, female MC, tearing the bars down and all that. Sir. Yes. We're going to get right into it. You know, how you feel about the history of hip hop in Buffalo, and also what do you see what's going to happen for Buffalo since we the #1 city in the industry right now, that the industry is looking in underground all across the board? What do you see what Buffalo's going to be like in the next 5 years?
We ain't gonna be nowhere if we don't start supporting each other, honestly. First and foremost, I want to salute to Benny. I want to salute to Westside, Conway. You know, just for y'all putting on for the city. I see they get a lot of hate, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, they who knocked them doors down for people to even really start putting, because I mean, we got Rick James, we got Brian McKnight, but like, let's be honest, nobody was really having an eye on us until they came around. So I appreciate them for that. As far as battle rap, you know, we got C's coming up. He in the Crucible. We got Telly holding down the male side of Herbal War Zone. Il just came back. I think she gonna be at home for a minute. She just battled Miss Pat. Me, of course. So it's like, you know, Buffalo is looking good in battle rap. And not only that, though, I feel like we got to start supporting. Everybody is not an artist. Like, everybody's not a rapper. Everybody's not a singer. Some of y'all need to figure out what else you want to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we also need camera people. We also need public relations. We also need managers. We also need and everybody's not a manager either. You can't be broker than your artist. Like, you get what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, we need other things. And as long as everybody is so super stuck on just being V1, we're never going to progress as a city. Like, somebody has to be willing to, like, I need some water too. Wait a minute. I love being the artist that like can come together with a team, you know what I'm saying? and like push my team. I understand when, hey, it's not my time up right now. And that's just like when I got on here and when you was talking about the award. Although I'm very excited to be on the list, there's 2 other people from my team, Virus for Hire, that made it. Shout out Dunny Gage. Shout out to Casino C's. Of course, I feel like Dunny did his motherfucking thing last year, and I was outside last year. But I do feel like, as far as Buffalo battle rap, the only person who probably did more than C's is probably Miss Ill, but she's not on the list. You know what I'm saying? So who I would choose is C's, and I'm not upset that he nominated. I'm not upset that, you get what I'm saying? I wouldn't dare. I would just say, okay, you know, even if nobody from my team was nominated, I would just be happy that somebody from Buffalo is. Hold on one second. Babe, could you make DJ go in the backyard, please? I'm sorry. Sometimes you gotta get the dad. Kids be playing.
That's all right. That's all. We good. You know, this like a reality show. So we good.
Yeah.
I like the reality.
That's another thing. Everybody keeps saying that, me and my family, because my kids are hilarious. Like, so everybody keeps saying, y'all need a show, y'all need a show, y'all need a show. I'm like, listen.
Just have the cameras around the house, just record it, get somebody to edit it, and have a whole episode.
No, seriously. Like, that's the thing. I be trying to catch some of the moment, but it's not enough hours in a day to catch everything that be happening in my house, because these kids are really funny. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah. So now now you know, I like what you're saying about that. Yeah, I mean, that's I think that's every city having an issue with that. There's only a couple of good cities that actually support each other thoroughly, and that's definitely Atlanta. One of the cities in hip hop or urban culture, I'm gonna say.
We too busy trying to tear each other down. Like, that's just like when the list came out, right? Instead of people reaching out to the girl who made the list and who did everything and say, hey, listen, you know, this is what's going on. I also did this, or blah, blah, blah. How do I get my team involved? They got mad at me. They got mad at other people that was on the list. They like, oh, take the shots. Like, I remember, I'm not gonna say any names, but somebody was like, oh, well, it looks like it's a fake list, like it's a list just among friends, and I'm on lists that actually, and stages that actually matter, and some people are just happy that they're on the list, instead of looking at it as, you know what, maybe they didn't get everything right this time around, but I'm going to be involved in the next one. You get what I'm saying? Instead of them looking at it like that and trying to get involved to see what can be done to fix it, they rather blame essentially what I feel it is hating on the other artists, because it's not my fault that people put me on that list. I literally, when the whole nominations list came out, I shared it and said, let's get C's on this list. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that I got even nominated, I was just like, oh wow. But I took it as, it's now my duty to let my fan base know, and people who do pay attention to me, let them know, hey, I know I'm on the list. I know that you guys will be tempted to vote for me, but let's vote for this person so that we can actually, you know, have a credible, because it wasn't like it was a list amongst other battlers that just was like, oh yeah, let's do this, or a league owner that sat down with a few people that was like, hey, listen, we're gonna do this, and these is who's gonna be the best. No, they opened it up to the people. So the people of the city is who voted us on there, which much respect to you. However, we do have a very new fan base. So they're going off of people that they like. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, but instead of, can I just say one thing though? What's pissing me off with a lot of these vets is, instead of them getting involved in the change, first and foremost, whoever wants smoke been around in a year and a half. I know for a fact that when it first was getting up off the ground, Gully reached out to a lot of people who were acting either too Hollywood, too big, too busy. So now, I used to tell them all the time, like, now since we're creating buzz now, since we're bigger now we got all of these vets that's coming on. They want to talk shit. They want to target me. They want to this, that, and the third. But it's like, where were you at from the foundation? Because no matter what you say about me, my work ethic, whatever, I've been here since day one. You get what I'm saying? So instead of you talking crap, why don't you come outside and be a part of the change? Why don't you come outside and be a part of the education? You get what I'm saying? But they don't hear me though. But they don't hear me though. Oh, we lost them again.
But we gonna be like Gully today. We gonna be great today because technology want to mess up everything.
Oh yeah, it always want to be a hater. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
you got to
technology
just
want to
make
be
it through the wire.
Yeah, we're gonna make it through it. We're gonna make it through it today. You know what I mean? We're gonna be great today. We're gonna be great today. We ain't worried about all that.
Period. Shout out
We're gonna
whoever
keep it
wants
going.
smoke, Triplet, Trip, Mama, B4H. Shout out Lob City. Shout out motherfucking Big 30. Shout out Gang. Shout out the Mud. Shout out everything.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, we definitely gonna be great today because we ain't gonna let this enemy come and keep knocking us off. Pause.
Right. 1 second, baby. Babe. I need aluminum foil.
But yeah, I definitely understand what you're coming from, and
they keep on kicking them out, but we gonna get this. We gonna get it down pat. We gonna get this message out. Period. And I'm gonna get my hookah on too. I'm about to take all this stuff out of this. Listen, all you some hookah smokers out there, strawberry flavor. For all the hookah smokers out there, strawberry flavor with this 2 apples flavor. Telling y'all, it's the way.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, you got your hookah going on. But yeah, you're gonna be great today. Yeah, I definitely understand where you're coming from. You know what I mean? I think last year when they first started doing the awards, there was a lot of backlash going on a lot of things.
Well, and that's another thing I was gonna mention. See, this is how people just want their name mentioned. They don't even care about Buffalo for real. It's like here in the city, you would think that you would want to be a part of something, like especially like the beginning phases or something. But here you are just trying to bash everything. If they knew what was really going on, last year it was the same issue when she first released the first list. But hip hop artists. All the rappers in the town was mad and everything. And she explained the whole process, how it worked and everything. So I'm not gonna lie, if I was her, I definitely wouldn't be re-responding to it. And it's like I just went through this last year. Like look up the videos from last year if you want to respond. Like I don't know what to tell you. But shout out to Abby, shout out to D'Amica, shout out to the whole 716. I don't think it's live, but 716 award. Shout out to everybody. We salute y'all. We salute to having y'all. I also want to shout out to all the new female artists that's coming out, battle rap and regular female artists. I appreciate y'all so much because for so long there was not much, or there was only females that were more hardcore. It wasn't really like girly girl females. I think the only girly girl females that was really out at the time was me, Lady T. Damn, where's my girl name? I don't want to say her real name. What is my bad. You couldn't hear me? I'm just a talking and a running my mouth.
Yeah. StreamYard hating on us today. They're hating on us today.
Like
we good, though. We good.
It's a blue spiracy. It's a blue spiracy right now. It might not be too big. I'm just waiting for the Joker to pop back in. There you go. There we go.
Yeah, we back. Boy,
Yeah.
they really hating on us today. We must be getting blessed.
It's a blue conspiracy. It's been like this most of my career.
Yeah, you know, we good though. We here. But I just have a good time having you on the platform. We have good, amazing conversation all the time, on air, off air. You speak your mind. You knowledgeable. Shout out to all the people.
That's why people don't like me, because I say exactly. My motto is I'm not right, I'm not wrong, I'm just honest. Like, you know what I'm saying, I'm just honest. Like, you know, it just is what it is.
That's what's up. That's how I am too. I'm real
Yeah,
honest with things.
I'm not gonna have a conversation with you and then get in a public group chat about you. I'm gonna tell you how I feel to you and then let you go chat about me in your group chat.
Right, you know,
And then try and
and I'm also honest about me. I'm always honest about what my lane is as an MC. I'm honest about on business. I'm a businessman too. Where my strengths and what weaknesses, what I would do, what I won't do. I'm very vulnerable across the board. You know what I mean? So I always feel like that. And everything I do, especially something when I'm doing an art form and music, I always do things from the heart of my sleeve. So I take it very entertaining, but I also say what I say and mean what I say too. So it's like, that's just me. You know what I mean? And that.
Well, my brand is be you, be yourself. Be you, be yourself. The Blue Universe. That's my whole thing. So it's like, that's all I can be. Like, you know, that's all I can be. That's one thing that my you know, rest in peace to my brother, but that's one thing that he would always tell me. Like, you know, just be yourself. Like, be yourself.
Now,
whoever don't
when is your next battle?
So I can't discuss. I do have two. You know, Summer Love is coming up for She Goes Hard. You know, I'm a part of the Donettes, so there's supposed to be something specialties coming up with that. And then, you know, whoever wants smoke, second year anniversary card is coming up. So while I can't disclose the battles that I have coming up, I can let you know I'm outside.
Okay, no doubt. When you do, you know, you got to inbox me all that so I can make it do what it do.
You already, y'all know my promo game.
Yeah, you know,
I got
to market that thing. I got to do what it do. Get out there. Now let's get a little bit of marketing before we get off this air. I'm always teaching marketing. As you see, I'm always live, and I'm a marketing coach. I'm a marketing manager in music business and regular business, not just music. You know, internet digital marketing. I am certified, and I help a lot of businesses and a lot of artists, DJs, club owners across the world. And I have a lot of people under my belt that I'm training in class as we speak. Matter of fact, I have a marketing class after this with Danger Boss.
Get that money, yo! Shout out to Danger. Danger, and then Dora have a song out, a video out right now. It's so fire. Make sure that y'all go check it out. It's called what is our song called? Oh my God, I'm just drawing a blank.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna post the link under this video when I share it.
No doubt.
I gotta check it out. Y'all gotta check it out because the video is so fire. I'm telling you.
So, I'm like I said, I'm a marketing teacher. I have classes. Like I said, Danger the Boss. I'm doing a class with him today. You know what I mean? And teach people how to market themselves and how they can make money in your sleep. So I know you did tuned in a couple of my lectures I have live.
Mm-hmm. You know, I love money. I'm about my money. If it's about money, I'm gonna tune in.
No doubt. So this is the time of the interview that I ask you, do you have any questions on any marketing of how to market yourself, branding yourself? Any questions that you have for me to answer?
Well, I like to think that I did really good with branding myself.
Yeah.
As far as marketing, it is something that I'm getting into. I have a few things. I just haven't put anything into work. I'm not even gonna lie, this last year was like really tough for me.
Right.
I don't have any questions per se, but I always tune in whenever I see you, like all the time.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing that other people may want to know as well, maybe you were better at it than breaking it down than me,
Yeah.
is when you don't have a team or if you don't have support, what is the best way to market yourself?
The best way to market yourself without a team. To me, I know a lot of people that's very successful without a team because they know their audience. Really, all you need to know, these platforms is definitely made for us to reach people that's not following you. I know a lot of people are always looking for followers, which is cool. But I also had a class the difference between a follower and a fan, or a follower and a customer. You know what I mean? So I break that down a lot too, because you have a follower. Your goal as an artist is to make them to a fan, but if you're a business owner, you just change those followers into customers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But the main thing you could do without a team is know how to use these platforms and use these ads, not just posting. You could do an ad on YouTube. You could do an ad.
You said something very important. You said not just
post.
You can't just post and then expect that you're going to be famous the next day.
Yeah, you got to do
600 views is still only Buffalo.
That's right.
1,000 views is still only Buffalo.
Only Buffalo.
Unless you got 200 people from Buffalo, 200 people from Jersey, 200 people from New York, 200 people from Cali.
Yeah.
Now you might be cooking with West End.
Yeah, there you go. I'm doing pretty well as a marketer myself. You know what I'm saying? I haven't really tested video, but as far as my music, I'm averaging 1,000 streams a week on every song.
Let's go.
Spotify.
And don't sit on them 1,000 views, people, because it is hard to get to that 1,000 views. All I'm saying is, don't make that your all. Like, don't. Once your first goal, make it 100. Once you get to 100 consistent views, make it 500. Once you get to 500 consistent views, make it 1,000. After 1,000, 1,500. It should always be going up until you get them double five digits or more.
I don't have a team as an artist. I have a team on the podcast side and radio. I have a team because I'm with 716 Live, and I'm also with the Evening Rush Network. So I have a
shout out to Jay.
Yeah, I have a solid team on both companies. I have a solid team. But as far as me as an artist, I don't have a team. I built my own fan base. I did everything on my own, and I'm averaging over a combine of all my streams of all my platforms, from Apple Music to Tidal to YouTube to Spotify, Deezer, any other platform. Because I'm on like 75 platforms. I'm averaging 1 million streams a year.
And shout out to you. I've been in this game for 7 years now, and I just had a team the past 2 years, and I'm not gonna lie, my team is mainly made up of people who started rapping within that year or two's time.
Right.
So, shout out to my team, Virus for Hire, because like we diligently work. Like we talk every single day. Like some of us is in Rochester, some of us is here. My man Dunny is always in Atlanta. So like we at least try to make time to get on, FaceTime or, the group messenger on Facebook.
Yeah.
And actually actively practice our craft. But for the first 5.5 years of my career, I didn't have that. So it was all on me alone. And I'm not gonna lie, like, what upsets me a lot is that when I first started, there were some male battle rappers that were predominantly known that could have given me shots. But because of the narrative of not battling females, or I didn't have buzz, I wasn't a nobody at the time, they didn't give me that shot. But then now here it is, we'll have people who I don't feel is as talented as me, or just came in the game and they're willing to give those younger guys shots. But it's like, that's why when they come now and they try to talk shit to me, and people be like, well, that's a vet. They've been at this longer than you. I don't have the same respect. I respect y'all for coming out sooner than me. However, when I was out here alone. I had to go to the city to get my respect and then come home to the love. But when I was out here trying to grind and everything, I wasn't getting that love. And I feel like it could have made the world of different if those vets would have embraced me very early on. But now I feel like the females coming up after me, they won't have that same issue. They won't have that same problem. You know what I'm saying? Especially I feel like social media is definitely a tool that people are more prone to, like they can navigate it better now than when I did when I first came out. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is. It has its gripes. I love it. I wouldn't change anything about my story because I can't say that one person is responsible for me coming up. Even if when I was on BCBL, like she thought I was dope based off of the work or based off of the bars that I had already, the work ethic that I had already proved. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, it just is what it is. But I definitely suggest, like, if you can have a team, it's so much easier. Because if it's just you talking about something compared to 5 or 6 people talking about the same topic, it seems to move a bit more easier. And then I'm not gonna lie, shout out to my brother C's. Like I really love that nigga. Like I really, really do. Because like he is one of the people, he's one of the dudes who I feel like when a conversation comes up, he be like, nah, y'all can't leave Blue out of that. We ain't doing that. Like when other people try to like kind of shit on me a little bit. So shout out to all of the men who realize, like, you know, it can be a favoritism sport a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But they still choose to back, they choose to back their female artists as well. Well, not that I'm C's artist, but you know what I'm saying.
I cater to my fan base overseas a lot. You know, I'm like the only underground rapper out of Buffalo that I know since before Griselda. At that time, Griselda just got signed, but I think I'm one of the first MCs to sell 10,000 copies out of me. And I only sold 100 copies in Buffalo.
Ain't that crazy?
Yeah.
But once you really like pop, watch how everybody gonna be saying that they either know you, contributed to you, built you up, gave you a bar, gave you an idea, held the camera for you. Now everybody got all of it. You know, it's so weird.
Yeah. I did.
I got people telling me that I'm their protege. I just be like, yeah, okay, whatever. But because if we really look at the facts, like I'm self-made, and I'm still self-making. You know what I'm saying?
Because let me tell you, so Buffalo marketplace, far as you know, everybody stay in the hood. That's a small marketplace. That's really not a marketplace to me, really. But they
want to be popping. People don't care about the art, Joker. People don't really care about this art. They care about being popping, what people perceive of them. People will be right in their house, sleeping on the floor with no lights, bragging about how they got all of this money. Go get a rental just because it's an Audi or a Bentley and ride around the hood so people could be like, oh, I remember when you had that Audi or Bentley. But you're sleeping on the floor. So who's really winning here? Like you get what I'm saying?
You know, but people like yourself is really building actually a business, actually all across the board, from your regular business to your music to your brand. There ain't too many females in that category. What you're doing, it's only a few, not a lot. You know what I mean?
It's a lot easier to say what you're gonna do. Like I know people since I came out. Now I didn't release 2.5 projects, and I'm working on one right now. And I know people who literally started rapping with me who haven't released one, but will dog me about, because yes, I did have a few chokes last year, right? So they'll dog me about that. But then when I look at it, baby, you should be farther than me. You should be doing better than me. Because here I am with a husband, 4 kids that I gotta cook for every single day, gotta clean up, gotta cook, still gotta make an album, still gotta produce battle rap, and all you doing is battle rap.
That's right.
You should be farther than me. You should be more focused than me. You should be doing better than me.
Even though they're a battle MC, whatever they're doing, they're not a brand. You're a brand. You know what I mean? You see your content. You got to look at your content. Your content speaks for itself. That's a lot of people don't understand. People think because they live on a platform, you know what I mean? And they go live on IG, you have a brand. No, you don't have a brand. You just going live on a platform.
Right. Like when you see Blue, you know it's me. When you see the Blueniverse, you know it's me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
content speaks for itself. That's to separate me, you, and other people that's in my circle. Different.
And I also prove that I'm a scholar, though. You know, I don't just try to pull things out of my ass. I do let people know when it's my opinion versus facts. but you have to be a scholar of this. You gotta actively like battle rap change every 3 to 5 years. So if you're not changing with the times, baby, you gonna get lost.
You get lost, yeah. But see, people think they're already in the game. They think they're already in that lane. But when you're in that lane, when you got people like Boss Chick Rain co-signing for you, you got Lady Luck.
Shout out. If I owed anything to anybody, it would have to be Rain. Because when I came out, I reached out to URL. URL didn't even have a female battle at that time. They didn't even have one female battle yet. But besides Hustle and He Heard, but that was like not really like But like when I came out and stuff, it was like I reached out to URL, I reached out to Queen of the Ring. Queen of the Ring didn't respond, so I was already on BCBL, and Queen of the Ring and BCBL had a rift at the time. Okay. So when I came out, and I'm very loyal, so everybody, if you look at my formation card from Boss Chick Battle League, everybody on the formation card besides Mahogany Phoenix went over to Queen of the Ring.
Right.
I am the only one who didn't, because I was repping BCBL so hard. Right. And then when Debo actually reached out to me, he asked me to battle this girl named Wild Banshee. Now here I am 4 or 5 battles in, and granted, I probably should have just took the battle. It was just like I was over it. I'm like, is there anybody else that I could battle? And he was just like, no, we don't do that over here. And I never heard from them again. But at the time, I wasn't even aware of the whole BCBL Queen of the Ring riff. I don't want to call it a beef because I really don't understand what was going on, but I do understand that there was some animosity going on there. Situation. And I feel like I just kind of got caught up in it. But I'm not gonna lie, she held me down. Like we had to separate business reasons, But when I first came out and she still had her league, she was trying to put me on everything. But I feel like in the beginning, I do feel like I don't know if it was, I don't want to say blackballed. I just feel like I wasn't getting certain opportunities because of who I was attached to. Right. But like, it didn't change because like I said, I'm loyal. I didn't understand the beef or the risk anyway. But shout out to her because she is somebody who not only is a scholar of battle rap, but she contributed so much. If I'm not mistaken, I think she was the first female battle rap podcast. Don't quote me on it, but I really want to say if she wasn't the first, she was in the top 5 first, 4 or 5.
Yeah.
So salute to her.
Yeah, but shout out to Boss Chick Rain, man. That's my sister too, man. I love her. I had her on my first platform when I first started Papa Show with the Joker. I got to get her back on. She always said we way overdue. But I know she's doing some other new things. She's also a marketing manager also. So we definitely have something in common in that. But coming to that battle and the things that she's done in her career was amazing. I remember watching her years ago. In the early 2000s when she
battle rap, Boss Chick Media, the radio station. Like she's done a lot that people don't try to give her credit for. And I'm happy. I'm so excited to see that she's finally starting to get some of her just due. Like a lot of people are finally starting to be like, you know what, Boss Chick Rain this, Boss Chick Rain that, that. Like, because you can't erase history, you can't erase the facts. And when I first came out, people really wasn't trying to give her just due, but it's like, how could you not? Y'all would try to shit on her in the same token, asking for her opinion. So,
but people always think because you have an opinion on something or you show some fact, they always bring the hate word, the hater thing. That hater word is overrated.
Laid out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's
so overrated. It's classics and so is fire.
Yeah.
We don't have to say that.
And the respect is there, and I love what she got going on. Even when we had a conversation when she was on the beginning of the when I first started the Papa Show with the Joker, and I interviewed her. You know what I'm saying? I really love the artistry and everything. People always think that she was hating. No, she's telling the truth and she's being honest because she's also in the game where it's dominated by males. You got to understand the culture of what's going on here. And what are we talking about here? So now she's on a different level now. She's but
she keep it so real. Like I ain't gonna lie, when I first got into battle rap, I was like, oh my God, it's this battle rapper that I love so bad. I just told her, because I was single too at the time. So I was like, I think I'm just going to have to throw him some because, and she was like, I'm not telling you what to do or nothing. And she was like, but just don't get involved with none of these battle rap dudes or females. And then I had to think about it like, is that how I want to be known? Do I really want to be known as, or sometimes like, when you do get involved with a battle rap guy as a female, they'll say that your accomplishments is accredited to him. And it's like, do I want that to be me? No. So I got me a nice little bodyguard, nice big bodyguard he didn't know nothing about battle rap till I came around, and then he got involved and now he has a love for it. But I wouldn't deal with a battle rapper. I mean, if I was single back in the day, I'd probably just like, I'll throw you some or something like that. But I wouldn't like just to be full-fledged involved with a battle rapper. I don't think so.
Yeah, that man, that's 100 right there. That's 100. But I definitely enjoyed this interview. And
thank you.
Continue doing what you're doing with your business. And I can't wait to see what's going on in the future this summer. What's going on in the battle leagues going on in the summer. I can't wait. Like I said, send me all the information. Send me all the smoke that's going around in the league.
Yes, I will. And I got a Blue exclusive for you.
Okay.
So I am working on a project called BLU right now. It does not have a release date. It is in the beginning stages. But when I have wait, you said you're on the West Coast, so you won't even be here. When you coming up to Buffalo?
Oh man, I'll probably come down. I'm trying to come down for the award. So I'm nominated I'm nominated 3 categories in the award.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So I don't know if it'll be done by the award show, but I do want to have a release date. I would like as many people to come as possible. So I can have a release party. It's going to be a vibe, all of that. So stay tuned. The project I'm working on is called the BLUspiracy, and this is a little bit more intimate, like than which I used to from me. Most of the time, I'm about bars and roughness. This shows a little bit of my softer side, but still my feelings, for these past couple of years.
Want the Joker to overlook MC to contribute a donation on some bars? I'd definitely be glad to.
Oh, I get a feature. Okay. We might talk about this.
I'd be glad to. You know what I mean? I'm on my feature bag right now. I'm not working on a project right now. I do have a project name, but I haven't really worked on it. I have ideas. I have producers already lined up that I'm working with, but I haven't really go through it because I'm focused on the media side and the business side and the podcast side right now. Everything is moving pretty quick for 716 Live right now. I'm a part of that team. So now I'm just, once that bubble up a little bit, I'm gonna go ahead and work on an album, another album. I got my Wu Injection album doing amazing with DJ Flipside, Wu-Tang Clan and mixtape DJ affiliate. That album is doing amazing right now. People looking for some content right now, looking for some videos. So,
and I think real rap is coming back, so I'm excited to see that.
Yeah. I'm boom bap all day. That's me. That's my blood. I'm boom bap all day. What I'm saying, that's me. So just to give you an idea of if you really want me to spit some fire. I could do the drill and all that too. Now, don't get it twisted. I could do my Lil Durk and all that too. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm versatile, but my strong point is the boom.
That's called being an artist.
Yeah, that's it. But my strong point is boom bap. I'm working on an album in the future called Just a Kid from Buffalo. That's the name of the project that my next project I'm working on.
Okay, I'll do that.
Just a Kid from Buffalo. Ain't nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? I got a story to tell. I got to finish up my story from the Haters album that I sold multiple copies of that, and then I got the Don't Fear mixtape when I was with Plug Life with Kulu. You know what I mean? So that everybody remember me from that mixtape in Buffalo. No Fear, Face Everything, and Rise. I was on my lyrical bag on that one. And then I did a feature with Caleb Bishop, did a feature with Spills. Yeah. I did those things, and and the Ken Journey. I was on Ken Journey's album.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a song called Bad
Habits. Talk about it. Before I get out of here, I do want to just give out a couple of shout outs to people. Okay. Speaking about Boss Chick Rain, I want to shout out to Boss Chick Rain. Thank you so much for introducing me to this game. Shout out to my team, Big 4, B4H. Shout out to New Upstate. Shout out whoever wants smoke. It's whoever wants smoke. Not who wants the smoke. It's whoever wants smoke. Shout out to She Goes Hard. Very heavy on the ES. Donette's up, baby. You already know. And you know, shout out to me. Shout out to me. Shout out to the Joker. Shout out to 716 Live. Shout out to Michelle Visa because she always support. Shout out to everybody that rock with me and been holding me down. I apologize for the past year with the chokes and the slip ups, but I got us. You know what I'm saying? Stick with the Blueniverse. I got it.
I don't even speak on it. I don't even speak on that because it's still our form, and you still bounce back. You know what I'm saying? If you don't bounce back, that's a problem. You always bounce back. You know
always. That's the part they forget. See, they can't wait to see me fall. So when they do, they be so wrapped up in it, but they forget that I always bounce back.
Yeah, you always
they forget about that.
And that's natural. That's to know you're a natural with this game. It's natural talent. You know what I mean? It's a gift from the Most High. So thank the Most High for that. You know,
yes, sir.
You continue to do what you do, and I'm continue to support Heavenly every day, all day, every day. I'm gonna talk my shiznick when I get a chance.
Yes, please do. And I gotta have you in the Blueniverse. I gotta get you on the Blueniverse. I'll be starting back the Juniverse. I think it's the Blueniverse in mid-June. I think I have it, but I will be in contact with you because we gotta have our talk on the Blueniverse.
Yeah. You go live on IG and all that.
Well, we go live on Facebook. I record it, I clip it up and everything. Release the clips on Instagram and YouTube and all that.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I'll be glad to be on that platform. We have a good another conversation like this and have a good time, and all that. And I'm to continue to keep doing what I'm doing on the platform, Even Rush Network. Shout out to the Even Rush Network that I work for. Shout out for 716 Live on the radio. The radio every morning on the radio at 7 a.m. Me, Beck Green, the Queen. You know what I mean? And Jay Heat, we be on the radio every morning, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. And then I stay on all the way until noon time, playing independent artists all throughout the whole jump off. I'm definitely on the radio on 716 Live Radio on 716 Live.
Let me ask you something. So when I get done with my EP, we could set up a date and like go through the whole EP.
Yeah. I do a whole album review live and direct.
Let's do it. I will be in. I'm gonna be in contact.
In a podcast at the same time.
Yes, we gotta. I'll be in touch. You know.
Yeah, no, they're all day, every day. Yeah, definitely. And I got that going on. And I'm also a marketing manager, marketing coach. I do the marketing classes. And those who's tuned in, I do the marketing classes for $99 for a full class. And I'll be your marketing coach and manager for a year for free. You know, I can coach you through your career.
Good deal. Make sure y'all jump on it.
Yeah, I can make sure I want to see all my fellow people make money in their sleep. You know, when you wake up and you with the drool in your face and the book in your eye and you made 10 grand. I'm on that love. I'm on that way. You understand me? Yeah, I'm on that way. I want to help you get that bag. So you know what I'm saying?
Let's get to the money. You know, that's all I'm about.
Yeah, that's it. Because you know what I'm saying, you got to get that grind because you got to definitely invest into your future. And thank you for being on the pop-up show with the Joker, the 716 4th edition. Shout out
to you for having me.
D'Amica, Abby, Lit Buffalo. Shout out to all the whole family that's involved in that movement. The award's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, and they have some clips. If not, type in 716 Music Awards on Facebook, like a hashtag. You'll see. Last year I did perform. I don't think I'm performing this year, just because I was a little too late to get in. But I definitely performed last year. Check out, just see what it's about. And battle rappers, instead of complaining about this list, thank you, Abby. Thank you, D'Amica. Thank you so much, 716 Music Awards, for including battle rap this year. Hopefully we can get some battle rap seats next year so we can actually get a panel.
Yeah.
So we can get the list a little bit more notoriety, not only notoriety, but get the proper people on there. So then that way we can help add a little validity to it. Because as of right now, the whole battle rap community is just a little confused on where the names came from and all of that. So maybe if we had some representation, some actual battle representation involved, because as of right now, we just don't know what's going on. And I'm not even going to lie, even after the winner is announced, there's going to be some discrepancy after that, no matter who it is. So it's like, I just hope that next year we can get some representation as well on the panel.
Have a category for the best female battle MC. that category should be in there too.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that they don't understand the dynamics of battle rap. They just say, okay, well, battle rap's on there, but they don't understand that there's a male versus a female versus a rookie of the year versus most consistent of the year. Like we would have to have a whole battle rap awards separately,
even battle lead of the year.
Well, so this is the only problem with that, right?
Yeah.
So before Whoever Wants Smoke, there was really only primarily one battle league for the whole upstate, and that is On-Site Battle League. Shout out to them guys and what they got going on over there.
That's the one
it's On-Site Battle League. They're stationed in Rochester, though.
Okay, Rochester.
And so
isn't there a battle lead in Niagara Falls too, ain't it?
So We Are Upstate is the battle league for Niagara Falls. However, they're not as consistent. The only up until Whoever Wants Smoke, the only consistent battle league was On-Site, and they weren't doing as many events as like Whoever Wants Smoke does. And I know like there's a high chance that if you're not great, you could be vaulted on-site. You know what I'm saying? Whereas Whoever Wants Smoke is like, if you do bad, that's on you. The people gonna clown you, and you better get it together.
That's a fact.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like, shout out to On-Site because they was holding it down for 6 years. So if we talking about the best battle league upstate, we would have to have criteria. What is it based on? What is it? Because if we just talking about Buffalo, then that would hands down go to Whoever Wants Smoke. Shout out to this other battle league that's coming up. I don't know the name of it, but I know that it's ran by Lumi Huss. And now they're starting a league. Their first card is coming up and it's fire. So that's really, as far as battle leagues, depending on how that event turns out, as long as there's no call out, like backouts or any of that, that could be really the only contender for battle league of the year. Because of right now in Buffalo, we only have Whoever Wants Smoke. But I do want to say, I just heard that they said that Piffy was coming out with a league as well. I want to say I am very excited about the different leagues because, people could say hate, oh, it's hating, oh, it's copying, oh, it's this. But if you look at New York, do you know how many leagues is in New York by itself?
Man, that's the Olympics.
Exactly. So it's like, instead of us hating on each other, like, oh, this nigga trying to do, not saying, because Gully don't do this. I'm not even gonna lie, like on everything I love, Gully, Gully or me and I call him Triplet and Trip. When me and Trip or me and Triplet sit on the phone, they never bring up another league ever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, because they just focused on what they doing, and then whoever come up. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I am happy that there are starting to be more leagues that come out so that we can have this conversation of battle league of the year and stuff like that. I think we should stop trying to always, this is just an upstate thing in general. It's not just Buffalo, but upstate, we need to stop trying to hate on each other or downplay each other or discredit each other and figure out where we could work at together. You get what I'm saying? I done been on the phone with league owners and they trying to call battlers out of spaces to talk to them and a whole bunch of craziness. And it's like, hey, as much as you say that you're not a hater, it's kind of looking like you are. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm happy that we're starting to get more representation. I'm happy that there's more battlers coming out. I'm happy that we're starting to get more female. But I'm really tired of battlers, league owners, media only coming out on the negative topics and not pushing more positivity within the culture so that we can have more fair representation.
That's what 6 Live is all about, and the Even Rush Network is about. Even Rush Network is out of New York City. There's like four people that runs that. The owner is from Queens, and we got one person from Brooklyn, one person from the Bronx, one person from Long Island. And I believe the wives, a couple of the wives from Harlem. They represent all the barrels, and I work for them on my Underground Lounge podcast every Friday. And I'll be having heavy hitters on that podcast. I had a kid called Quest on there. I had Stand the Man on the show. You know what I mean? I had Stu Bangers on the show. You know what I mean? I had Stug B on last week. Stug B, who is Sean Price's little brother. I had him on that, and I'm about to bring Sean Price's wife back on. Bernadette. I had her on the pop-up show with the Joker when I had the radio show last year. When Beck Green was my co-host, and I'm gonna bring her back because her album is done. She got a lot of features on there with MOP, Helter Skelter, Sean Price, her husband. You know what I'm saying? She's a widow MC, so she's definitely coming. Yeah, she's definitely doing her thing. So I'm gonna have her on the show. So that's my high class podcast right there.
Okay. So yeah. I'm working on it. I'll be there too.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, definitely. All my people that's elevating, growing, will get on that platform. That's what the Even Rush Network. That platform is crazy. Got over 82K subscribers, and they doing their thing. It's on the app. We on iHeartRadio. We on Hulu, Netflix, all that. That's a big platform. That's an amazing platform. So I'm glad to be a part of them. And the 716 is coming up on that same level. So, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna be a part of them. Two major families that also is in the same tier together and working together, and we definitely supporting each other and growing at the same time. So
that's what it's about. That support.
Yeah, that's it. And Buffalo, we number one. The crazy thing about that, Buffalo is number one in the industry, looking for talent all across the board, from acting, models, script writers, hip hop writers, battle leads, all that. We number one on everything across the board right now. And, until then, we got to keep. We
got to support each other more. Like you see how the Midwest movement, they all support each other. You see New York, they all support each other. Yeah. Upstate, we have to start supporting each other. We got to stop this crab in a bucket mentality. We got to start supporting each other.
That's right. Well, at the end of the day, we still the best out of our city. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you being on the platform. You know what I mean?
Thank you so much for having me. I can't wait to come up again.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Joker. Shout out to 716 Live. And this is your girl, Blue from the Booniverse.
No doubt. You always anytime. Give me in the inbox anytime. We can FaceTime anytime. You know how we do. We family. It's what we do. Yeah.
You already.
Yeah.
I was like, we was all political today, but you already. You already know you the bro.
Yeah, but we need that conversation sometimes on the platforms, because people need to understand and understand the value of everything that's going on. They need to know where everybody needs to be at. You know what I'm saying? And we have respect at the same time and understand the culture. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's important. It's a business sport. It's a learning experience. And some people, they're gonna be swept to the side. We ain't worried about that. The other people that's on the same lane we on, we all gonna be on the same lane, moving in our own pace, going to the same goal, and take care of our family.
Elevating. Yep.
Yeah, that's it. No doubt. This is the upstate. This is definitely the boy, the Joker Overlook EMCEE, right here on the pop-up show with the Joker. 716 Live Edition. No doubt. We see y'all on the next go round.
Got my bands up. All I see is niggas that be sitting with their hands up. Hey, lookers, I feel like the best out of my city. Test me in this party like a candle, it get litty. I come from a place where niggas killing, show no pity. Cause I said them niggas ain't 100, give them 50, told them chill out. Don't care if niggas hate me cause I'm winning. I look up to God and ask him why I keep on sinning. Y'all know how I rock, know I've been real since the beginning. Tired of you niggas that be frontin', I've been trying to fish the real out. Niggas trying to beat the side of jealousy, probably cause they know that they ain't never getting next to me. Ay,